Alright, what's up, y'all? This is Nightmare Baller 1. I know I've been promising y'all this video for the longest, so here it goes. I might have to make like another part of this because I got a whole lot of questions. But first question is from Rocky Y2J. He asked me, I heard Matt Hardy did some work sometime in 2002 and 2003 and cut many anti-TNA promos in Ring of Honor. Were these promos as good as people say? And did he ever have a chance at the ROH title? Also, did he face any main ROH talent? He was there in 2005. It was during the time he got fired, and you know he had actually, when he came to ROH, he had just re-signed with the WWE, but the WWE was nice enough to let him do his ROH shows that he signed on to do, and he went against Christopher Daniels, Homicide, and Roderick Strong. I know Roderick Strong was the only one to beat him. I think it's something like that. Yeah, I think Roderick Strong was the only one to beat him. And all three of the matches, like, I didn't like the Daniels match. I liked the Homicide match. And I loved the Roderick Strong match. But the promos were really good that he cut on the WWE. They were really good. But he just had like a brief stint there. But yeah, it was pretty enjoyable for when he was there. All right. Next question I got is from JSave619. He asked, have you seen the Damien Demento videos and what do I think of this guy? Yeah, I have seen the Damien Demento videos. I'm not going to give him too much attention because his claim to fame is being the main event job of the first Raw, so who cares? All right, do you think the WWE is doing better than it was like 6 months ago? Yeah, I would say so because they're starting to utilize more guys. So yeah, I think so. Let's see. Got some more questions, y'all. I got a whole shitload of questions. Alright. From Michael Hansker, he asked my top 10 masked wrestlers in the last 5 years. Oh yeah, Mr. Ted 5, I'll get to your question in the next Q&A. But he asked, what's your top 10 masked wrestlers in the last 5 years? Okay, the last 5 years, last 5 years, El Generico, Super Dragon. This is in no order. El Generico, Super Dragon, Black Tiger, aka Rocky Romero, Jushin Liger. You got to put him up there. And number 5, that's, I don't know. It's a good question. Alright, I got a whole lot of questions, y'all. I am not going to be able to get to all these. Where is it? I'm sorry, y'all. This taking forever. I'm sorry. Alright, like I answered in the last video, G Calixtro. Yeah, Doc Knox is just lazy. Okay, from Asia Extreme, he asked, what do I think of this move? A modified version of the Kryptonite Crunch, but instead a wrestler tucks his opponent's left arm underneath his abdomen and tucks it between his legs, and takes his right arm and places it on the attacker's back shoulders while he holds out his opponent's arms and lifts and situates him on the attacker's right shoulder and then drops him on the mat. Good God. That's just something I gotta see, man. I don't know what to think of that. Alright, another technique. A wrestler is outside the ropes and is facing the back of his opponent. Grabs both of his arms. He's outside on the ropes and facing the back of his opponent. Grabs both of his arms, underhooks them, then leans and bends his back, and then jumps over his opponent and applies a cutter. Chris Hero used to do a variation of that in IWA Mid-South. That's a really cool move if you hadn't seen it. A suplex or powerbomb where you lift your opponent who is face flat on the mat. God damn. Yeah, that's more of like a power move. I can see like a power wrestler doing something like that. Alright, the attacker performs a handspring cartwheel, then grabs his opponent on the side and tilts him around into a sit-out pile driver. What? The attacker performs a handspring cartwheel and grabs his opponent by the side. Oh, like all in one motion. Yeah, that'd be cool. An electric chair shot into an atomic drop. Wow. I'm surprised nobody actually came up with that. Shooting star clothesline Pac does that. An attacker is preparing the ice whip, but instead of throwing the opponent towards the ropes, he lifts him by the arm and applies a modified sit-out suplex slam. Alright, attacker is preparing for ice whip instead. I ain't never seen that either. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I ain't never seen that. Alright, but what else? Oh yeah, real quick. Bradmaster13 asked me about Fire Pro. You can buy Fire Pro at GameStop for about $15 to $20. You know what I mean? I got it from GameStop for about $20. Yeah, so some people say they find it for like 10. So yeah. All right. Next question from Major Extreme. It's another technique. He has a wrestler is preparing to do a power bomb, but instead of the traditional method, he tucks his opponent's left arm and his abdomen between his legs. Then when the attacker lifts him up, in which he pulls the opponent's arm where the momentum flips him so he's facing the attacker. Then the attacker initiates a pancake, a flapjack, powerbomb, or a facebuster. That is pretty cool. That's basically just turning the opponent's body and like dropping him in a facebuster. I've never seen that. That would be kind of cool. A submission move I came up with is something like a modified camel clutch, but instead of a chin lock, the wrestler takes both of the opponent's arm and places them on his back. On the back, he takes both his arm, places them on the back of his head or neck, and then pulls back on the opponent's triceps. I ain't never seen that. All right, Cobra clutch, Russian leg sweep. I don't know how you would do that. I guess kind of like the stroke yourself instead of a stroke. Like the Cobra clutch, and that's alright. The Oklahoma roll follow-away slam combination. I mean, how can you do like the Oklahoma roll into a follow-away slam? I don't know what to say about that. The Brock lock swung into a sit-out power bomb. Whoa, that takes strength. If you can hook someone's leg and toss them like that, and they sit-out powerbomb, that takes strength. Alright, a wrestler situates his opponent's head, who is seated on the mat between the slopes of a ladder tucked between the turnbuckle ropes horizontally, then places the chair on top of his opponent's head. The attacker then proceeds by climbing the top turnbuckle, thus applies the double foot stomp on the chair while his opponent's head is underneath. Wow. Wow, that sounds like something low-key would do like in a hardcore match or some shit. Alright, a wrestler goes behind his opponent and grabs both arms. A wrestler goes behind his opponent and grabs both his arms and tucks them between his legs under his abdomen, lifts him up by his hands, and then slams him down on the mat into a wheelbarrow facebuster. Okay, a wrestler goes behind his opponent, grabs both his arms, tucks them between his legs. Okay, underneath his abdomen, lifts him up basically like a powerbomb, and then lifts him up by the hands, and then slams him down on the mat like a wheelbarrow facebuster. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's like basically a grab and then drop him down to a facebuster. But you gotta be real careful doing a move like that, because that leaves the guy's arms very vulnerable. So, all right, a wrestler positions his opponent in the corner. A wrestler positions his opponent in the corner, and then runs towards the corner and jumps. He does a headstand on the top turnbuckle, and then initiates a Frankenstein or a Hurricane Rana. Yeah, Dragon Kid does that in Dragon Gate. It's like he basically just he jumps on the top rope like a handstand, and then when he leans forward, he grabs him by he hooks his head like a head scissors, and then gives him a head scissors. A wrestler has his opponent lean forward, then runs to the ropes, does a handspring, and then the final phase, he does a handstand, then slowly lowers his right leg by tapping the opponent's back. What? Oh, it's like a combination move. Okay, it's like a handspring and then like a kick and then like a famouser. Oh, okay, all right. That's pretty cool. All right, you got 3 more moves up here, but I'm gonna get to them in the next Q&A because I got like a bunch of other questions, I think.
but some things have